Hey everyone, it's Dave from Dave's Ohio Barbecue. Do you want to take your old dirty griddle and go from this to this? In this video, I'm going to show you how. Stick around. So in an earlier video you may have seen, I was gifted a 17-inch Blackstone Griddle from Chris at the Hobo Nichol. He's got a YouTube channel. I'll leave the link down below. And what I did in the first video was I kind of just scraped down any excess gunk on there and re-seasoned it. But I didn't really take the griddle and resurface it. I didn't take the metal flat top and actually like grind off all the years of use and get it back to pure metal. So what I'm going to do in today's episode is I'm going to try 3 different methods for removing the years of gunk and grime to see which is easiest to get back to the pure just metal of the original Blackstone. Now I've looked around on the internet to find 3 different methods for doing this. I watched a lot of videos, I read a lot of articles, and I kind of picked out the 3 that were most commonly used. So the first method that is most commonly used is a sander of some sort, a random orbital sander, or in my case I'm going to be using one of those multi-tools that you can use for cutting and sanding and all that stuff. Start with something pretty rough. I'm going to start with some 80 grit. If it seems to be working well or if it seems to be leaving a rough surface, I'll probably step it up to some 120. The second method that I've seen a lot of people talk about is wire wheels. Now I actually have 2 wire wheels. I've got one that's kind of a wire cup. I got it at Harbor Freight for like $2, and then I've got one that's about a 4.5-inch wire wheel. It actually looks like a wheel of a car. That one was $3 at Harbor Freight. And then the last method I hear people using is a grill stone, which I picked up at Lowe's for I think $5.30. It's basically a brick, almost like a hard sponge made out of recycled glass. So I'm going to try all 3 of those. First section will be sandpaper, middle section is going to be the wire wheels, and then at the end I'm going to use the grill stone. So then when I'm done testing all 3 of them out, I will pick a winner and I will use that tool to do the rest of the griddle. So before I go and start taking power tools to the top of my griddle here, first thing I'm going to do, heat it up, try to loosen up any debris that's on there and scrape it down with the metal scraper. Get any chunks of rust, any chunks of whatever's on there that needs to come off. Then I'm going to let it fully cool before I start going at it with the sander. One of the handy things about the Blackstone Griddle is the top is removable. So before I really start going to town sanding everything, I'm actually going to take the base and put it aside. That way I don't worry, I don't have to worry about messing it up somehow or hitting it with a wire wheel. And then I'm just going to work on the actual griddle itself here on a towel outside on my table to kind of collect any dust that gets thrown around. The Orbital sander worked pretty well. I sped up this video so that you didn't have to watch me sanding for all this time. The amount that I got done in this first little section right here took about 3 minutes of sanding. Pretty quick. It doesn't really get down into all the pits and everything, but it does a pretty decent job of getting the grit and grime up off of the grill. Second one, I started off by trying the wire cup. And it worked, but it wasn't really going very quick. It was just kind of grinding little sections. I wasn't getting much, I didn't feel like I was getting much grab on anything. So I switched over to the 4-inch wheel, and that's the one that really kicked it into high gear. This scene that you're seeing right here, again, is sped up, but it took about a minute. It took about a minute in total to grind off this entire area with the wire wheel. I think it has something to do with the fact that the circumference is, wider than the drill, it's getting more torque and it's really, really grinding away on that surface. So next up was the grill stone. I only used it for about 30 seconds. It really started turning to powder and it left ground up glass particles all over the surface. I wasn't really a fan of it and it didn't really seem to cut through the gunk all that quickly. It was making a dent, but not at any sort of speed. So I'm going to call that one useless. So after deciding the winner was the wire wheel, the actual 4-inch wire wheel, I started to work on the entire surface of the griddle. Again, this is sped up, but it took me about 20 minutes to get the bulk of the grime off of the surface and even a little bit off the sides with that wire wheel. not a lot of time, and it really got it down to bare metal. It got in all the pits, it got any little rust marks out, it got like everything. It really looked like super clean. The only thing it couldn't do was corners. Not a very good job in the corners, but since my handy tool has the sandpaper in this triangular shape, it actually works perfect for the corners. So to be honest, I'm using a combination of two tools to resurface this griddle. I'm using the wire wheel to get the bulk of it off, and then any fine detail stuff, I'm going to use the handy tool, the Orbital sander, to finish that up. If you have a big round Orbital sander, it's not going to help you out much. You might have to do the corners by hand, or find some other means of getting it all scraped out. So now that this thing is completely resurfaced and I'm loving the way it looks, the first thing you want to do, hit it with a vacuum, get any big chunks of dust off there, get a damp cotton cloth, that way it won't leave any lint or anything, and wipe it down. Get anything off of there. You don't want any of that ending up in your food. And now it's time to reseason. I'm just going to turn this thing on high, and I'm going to let it heat up. And then I'm going to take, in my case, coconut oil, but whatever oil you prefer to use, grapeseed, I know some people use canola oil, whatever it is, and spread it around. You can see it definitely in the middle where the hot spots are. You've got that burner underneath here that's shaped like an H, and you can see that shape kind of burning into the middle there. I'm just going to keep it kind of wet with oil. I'm not going to get the entire surface of this darkened right now. I'm just going to get a little bit of it. As I cook food, as I make some bacon on here, as I cook some burgers, things like that, it's going to season the rest of it, so I'm not too worried about it. Make sure you follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Dave's Ohio Barbecue. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell next to the subscription button. That way you get notifications whenever I make a new video. I've got a lot of stuff coming out soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.